Well, good afternoon and welcome to the virtual happy hour for Wednesday here on Facebook Live. Glad you're along. I've got the open sign on, so we should be rocking right along. I'm just going to double check and make sure we're rocking right along anyway. I think we are, but just want to make sure that we are. Yep, here we go. Should be fine. The drill is if you're hearing me, you just give me a little thumbs up. Glad you're along. Happy Wednesday. We made it the middle of the week. Another the week, halfway in the books. Kind of do a little adjustment here. All right. In case you want to join us as we bring the open sign down there, of course, the virtual room is open. It is open for you. And we'll bring you into the booth, or not the booth, into the room here. What the broadcast position, okay? That's what we're calling it, broadcast position. Glad you're along. In case you're new to this, you're wondering what I'm doing. What in the world is this guy doing? You folks that know me, which you would know me if you are getting this, you know who I am. What exactly is he doing? And um, Kevin, good to see you. GM will be out in a moment. Uh, I'm still, you're still punching invoices. I'll keep you awake, sir. The reason we do this, the reason I do this is because we're all going a little bit crazy to a degree. We're so, especially us folks that aren't essential. I mean, what I do for a living, which I love, I'm blessed to do what I do for a living, but that's not essential. There'll be a time will be essential. Will people want us back? But I am no frontline hero here. My sister and my sister-in-law are out there. Many of you have loved ones. Some of you out there are doing the very same thing. Some of y'all maybe on the front lines and you're working in essential work. And so you guys are out there battling it out. And for us folks, kind of just kicking it and wondering when's going to happen next, when we'll all end, we're all just kind of passing the time, as the great Rogers Hornsby said. We're looking out our window, waiting for spring. It's kind of what we're doing here in this case for spring and summer. But my idea was to bring us all together. So what I do is I bring us all together in a virtual happy hour from all walks of life. The beautiful thing about social media and Facebook in particular is the journey along the way of life and how I've planted each one of you in my virtual garden of friends, if you will, along the way from various stops in the world, some current, some past, some reoccurring, some family, all that. And you put them all together and you bring them all together and kind of have us all chat a bit just to see what's going on. So first off, how are you doing? I want to know what you're doing today. Today, we're going to be doing something a little bit odd, I guess. I don't know, odd. Essential. We got to do this because this business is closed. The place to get your hair cut is closed. Most all you folks, except now Max the dog, he did visit the groomer. Apparently that is essential. But for us humans, we don't have the luxury of having our hairs cut. So my wife will actually cut my do while we're here on Facebook Live. That should be fun. So glad you're along. It has to be haircut cam a bit later. As a matter of fact, I will just go ahead and type that up. Haircut cam. There we go. For later on. So you want to join me? Maybe you want to join and chat a bit. You can do that. You can do that link right down there below the bottom of the page there. You can join me and go to the virtual green room. I'd love to have you on, and we will just chat about whatever. We're just a bunch of mates sitting around talking whatever. And we're all just taking our time and hoping you're doing well. I will also play a couple of TikTok videos in a minute, which I think are just they're awesome. Morgan Kalinda, a dear friend of mine who works for the Kansas City T-Bones, put these together, and they are really good, really fun, real cute, and just what we try to do to keep things light as we pass the time. We'll also go to a camera 2 today, which is mounted a little higher, and I'll show it to you. There we go. Camera 2. That's going to be haircut cam a bit later on. So we'll bring that back down to you. But there you go. Glad you're along. And, of course, you can chat. You can whatever. I've got my adult beverage here. Virtual happy hour. I'm starving today. I mean, as a fat kid, this is like a starving day for me. And I was up early this morning, men's group, and then did my T-Bone show at noon till 1:30 on Facebook Live, and then did a podcast with Grand Prairie after that. So it's been blowing and going and having a little snack here. So all good. Sorry about eating on the air. I don't like to do that, but here I will eat on the air. Why not? All right. So for us this week, been a little bit like every other week. Oh, by the way, sorry about that. There we go. Day 25. Day 25 in quarantine. Supposed to be the Fahrenheit app, and yeah, we had Celsius on Monday, the Fahrenheit app. I'm a person who used to do daycare for my ex, has been cutting my hair for. Oh, so you've already got a personal hair person. Okay, there you go. Said, well, I'm going to come home, groom one of my dogs. Pet groomers will be so back. Well, yes, they will be. It'll be crazy. My wife and I were talking about this earlier. We got an invitation to a wedding. Now, this wedding, dear friend of hers and ours, it's the daughter of a high school mate of ours, probably one of her two best friends, probably pretty much three best friends in life. I went to school with her as well in high school. And we were talking about this a while ago, laughing about it. The wedding, of course, may or may not happen. I mean, of course, if you're in the wedding planning business or you're planning a wedding, you're like, oh, but the worst time to plan it, the spring wedding. The wedding is scheduled for in June, like the second weekend of June. And we kind of chuckled a bit because usually when you're the husband and the wife's got you drags you to a wedding, you're kind of like, well, okay, well, is it open bar? Things like, you ask things like, what kind of food is it? Where is it? I got to dress up. You're all kind of, you go through all the gamut as a husband of what you might have to do for this wedding. Well, anyway, my thought was, and she was thinking the same thing, that this wedding is actually in Abilene, which is about 2.5 hours west of here. My mom went to college, by the way, and at Hardin-Simmons. But you pretty much, what you do is, usually I'd be going, I don't want to go. I mean, I'm trying to find every excuse, or you kind of get in the car going, you know what? That wedding in Abilene right now in June sounds like the best vacation ever. I mean, that wedding, everybody that was invited to that wedding, no matter where they live, will be there. Now again, it's if the wedding happens, and anybody's guess if it does, 50-50 chance it's on. But if it does happen, you can't get me to Abilene fast enough. I mean, that's how crazy it'll be. I'll be there a day early. And it could very well be the first weekend we might be allowed out of the house. So all that is in play as well. So kind of led me to think about that, Kevin, when you're talking about the haircut deal. Another thing is, when we do come out of this thing, if you go to, like me, and you have to go to a place, I like to have my neck shaved, straight razor. And it's hard to get that done at just any place. And most, not all, but most places, they do, some places do take walk-ins, but most of the time you got to make an appointment. Getting an appointment anywhere is going to be just a booger bear. I mean, it's going to be hard. So, Jay, good to see you out there. Had a good time chatting with you guys. And then that was a Friday night. We were going back and forth on a group text, back and forth about old baseball times in Jacksonville. But yeah, when we do come out of this thing, the line will be very, very long at the haircut place. I don't know what else will be busy. I guess the mall will be a zoo. For us, we might not eat at home for like another 2 years because against real world problems now. But I think they're getting tired of my cooking. I mean, they're getting and the wife just got a new supply of staples, so we're kind of ready to go again for the round. If you want more cooking tips, I shared that, I believe, this morning on my Facebook page. Go down there and you'll find the salmon recipe. It takes about 45 minutes, and you'll have some tasty salmon fillets from yours truly. Again, we're going to cut my hair in a moment when the wife comes out and give you a haircut cam and just kind of catch up with what's going on Wednesday. The virtual happy hour, just have adult beverage and chat. I don't know where she should be about ready. She may be getting all her tools of the trade ready, because this is something, this is rare for me. I don't usually trust just anyone to my hair, including my lovely bride, because you get a certain age, and you guys that have of a certain age, that your hair has a desire to kind of fall out as you get older. So I'm real particular about how it gets taken care of, and so I'm just thinking that this could be a challenge for me. So we'll see how it works out. She'll be doing that in a moment. Everything else, it's pretty much standard. I can't think of anything else exciting, um, except just rocking right along. But through midway, episode 7 now of Ozark season 3. Wow. We also have got through the tail end of season 4 of Breaking Bad. We're about midway through it, about a quarter way through season 4. So working my way through Breaking Bad, eventually Better Call Saul, and also the El Camino movie, which was on Netflix a couple of years ago, part of the whole Breaking Bad, Better Call. I guess it's a trilogy now, something like that. Okay. Also, mentioned today earlier that I'll show you a couple of those right now. TikTok videos. Okay, now again, the Ball Club did a great job of this. I contributed to a degree, but I want to pull these up for you. So give me just a moment here. I'm going to kind of go. I don't remember which one is which. I'm going to go ahead with the players one first. So I'm going to pull that up for us here. Show you guys the players video. By the way, you can join me right there in the green room, and I'm going to play the players video, and let's see if and how it turns out. So here we go, and cool, fun video for the Kansas City T-Bones. I love this stuff. There you go. Hungry for baseball right there. Very good stuff. That is awesome. And that's the players video right there for the Kansas City T-Bones, little TikTok video. I don't know much about TikTok, but apparently I'm going to be learning more about it. But that was the team's little video clips. I want to show you the staff clips. First off, quickly, Kevin, Kevin asking, Kevin asking if she'll come out in garden shears like Brutus the Barber. Yes, could be. Very well come out of that. You never know. No, she's getting ready. I'm a little scared what's going to happen. Let's see here. Ryan. I think Ryan in Lubbock. Dan's on it. Must be Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. Yeah. I just can't do Tuesday, Thursday. That's the day I have class. Wait, is that right? Yeah. But would I ever had Tuesday, Thursday class ever? Usually missed. Those were JPAT days, I think. JPAT's was the day for Tuesday, Thursday, I believe. But good to see Ryan right there. Let's see. Okay, let's play the staff one. I think it's pretty fun. And so, well, hold on. I got one more greeting here. Yeah, my brother's out there. Sam's out there in Indiana as he's checking in. Here is the video. This is the video from the staff. Now, this one, you'll pay close attention. You will see yours truly in this video. So we pull this up on the screen there. And let's start it up and bring me down. And here is the T-Bones staff TikTok video we put on the Facebook page yesterday. Yep, we're hungry right there. Very hungry for baseball there is the T-Bone's TikTok. I love those videos. That's what's so much fun. I can only imagine, you folks that are 80s children, you probably relate. Can you only imagine, by the way, Jay probably saw Chris Brown. They're looking good, but you only imagine back in the 80s what we would have done. I mean, when we just sat around and watched MTV, is that what we would, I mean, we would watch the MTV video DJs. That'd have been pretty much all we've been doing back in the day. So anyway, good stuff right there. Good to see my brother out there as he's in Indiana, Lubbock, Twin Cities. A little light today. All good, though. Wednesday's a busy day. Wednesday's usually our lighter of the days. But we're virtual happy hour time here. Glad you are along on a Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday, day number 25 for us. Most of you are probably in day 30-ish, depending what part of the country you're in. Some are a little further along. But, well, we were a little behind. We were probably, I guess we went to the stay-at-home order would have gone out on Monday, the 16th or 5th, something like we it was around that time, and we were actually not here then, so we got back around the 22nd when we got back, and we've been here ever since. A lot of you folks have a head start. I know rumors are abounding that maybe some folks coming out at some point, but it's going to be probably a little bit longer, and we're all just all like I said, like the great Rogers Hornsby waiting for spring. They asked Rogers Hornsby, the Hall of Famer, who has the second highest batting average in history of baseball, the best, probably the best right-handed hitter, pure hitter of all time. But there's some debate there, but he was asked one time in his career, "What do you do when baseball season's not going on? And what do you do?" He goes, "Well, I stare out the window and wait for spring." And that's what he's doing. That's what we're all doing. We're all virtually staring out our windows and waiting for something. And for a lot of us, it'll probably be summertime. All good though. But all right, what's I do it? Tell me, fill me in. I know Kevin's at the store. Ryan's getting ready for his show. Uncle Bobby, what are you doing? That's Sam, by the way. Well, where's the wife? She's supposed to be out there cutting my hair. Leave me hanging. There's my sister-in-law. Yeah, by the way, sister-in-law, your sister's going to cut my hair in a moment live for the world to see. But I don't know exactly what she's doing. She said, "Do you want me to get ready?" I said, "Well, yeah, about to start." So she's probably getting the bowl out, get the chili bowl out for me, and who knows? But weather-wise today, much better than it was on Monday. A little cool Monday. We are. And by the way, they get the thermometer fixed, but showing we're at like 80 in the sun, but it's not that hot. It's the concrete of there. I believe we're looking at 67 right now, I believe. So sister-in-law says, "Making a drink now." You know, it's a little, yeah, you're an hour early. You're mountain time. So she's 1 hour earlier. Of course, our Australian mates, they they will sometimes go have it for brekkie too. Dear wife, if you're watching or listening, I'm ready for my haircut. So please join me, because the world is waiting for this exciting haircut. And we've also got Haircut Cam, which I mentioned a moment ago, is ready to go. And I'm sure she will virtually log on too. There we go. There's Haircut Cam right there. And we'll be ready to go here just a moment. Whenever she does check in, I don't know where she is. She was just right here. But all good. Rhino says he's trying to keep the dogs from catching the tractor. They only catch it. Well, yeah. Especially in West Texas, they only catch that tractor one time, and it would not be good for business. Ryan, how far out of the edge of town are you? You're out a bit, aren't you? You're out, you're out west, out toward Meadow, right? Am I right about that? I think that's correct. You're out that way. And let's see here. Holly says, "That's scary. Ever hope she learned a little." Yes, hopefully you've rubbed off on your sister, because Holly's come to town several times over the years and done some fine work on the girls' hair when they've had proms and things like that. So yes, all good. Sambo says, let's see here. He is chiming in, saying that eating dinner in virtual. Yeah, there you go. Eating dinner, virtual happy hour. What's for dinner tonight, Sambo? What's for dinner? And we're doing brats tonight. Tonight, nothing too spectacular. We're going to get back on the fancy cooking tomorrow. 20 miles southwest of Lubbock. That's right. I don't know why I said Meadow. It's Ropes. It's Ropes I'm thinking of, right? Okay, because I know my West Texas, my ancestral home, and you've got Lubbock, the island, and you've got what I call 2A, 3A type sit towns, Brownfield, and Slayton on one side, Brownfield, Levelland. You know, you've got Littlefield and Plainview and smaller towns like Hale Center and such whatnot. And my mom's from Seminole, which is down southwest of where Ryan is. But you've got Ropesville and Ropes, I guess they call it Ropesville, Ropes. But all these little small towns, even smaller than those towns, 6-man towns. What I mean by 6-man, they play 6-man football. Really cool. I've told this story in Australia how some of these towns are so small, the little stands for the football games. They got folks that pull their trucks up and watch, kind of like watching from the end zone, or they can pull their truck up the side of the fence and watch the lugs in the front of the truck or the SUV. It's kind of cool. But the greatness of West Texas and the great people. But yeah, Ryan is out southwest of Lubbock, 20 mile. You're out a bit. Yeah, he's out a bit, but still easy to get back into the. He's got the bat. I see the pictures out there and his photos, videos. What a great scene out there. Just beautiful sunsets as well. Let's see here. Kevin's home. He's up in Minnesota. Let's see here. Sambo's going to have a sheet pan dinner with potatoes, carrots, and smoked sausage. Now, my brother, while I've done the cooking video, a lot of that's just because I'm able to go on video and do it, and I have no problem kind of walking people through it. He's a much better cook than I'll ever be. The guy could open up his own barbecue restaurant if he wanted to, and he'd be fine. He used to actually cater some back in the day when he first moved to Indiana, and we're very good at it. But Sambo says Indiana's considering adding 8-man. 6-man, 8-man, it's pretty cool football. I mean, it's crazy, and it's like arena football on a real field. I mean, it's fast break, and let it love it. Really, it's a really cool game. And the footballer Matt Fang, good to see you. Speaking of football, former teammate of ours in high school, number 79, checking in. All righty. The question being asked: who wants to watch me cut my hair? And I think we all. I'm waiting, stalling here. I've already shown the TikTok videos here, so maybe I'm ready when you are. Although I have to adjust the collar and all that, but I'm ready when you are to take this haircut. Oh, here she comes. I got a hair, and then the dog is. Now the dog got his haircut the other day. I don't know if I could give it a shot of. Yeah, actually, I'm going to put him. Come here, Max. Let's show the world your haircut.
Yeah, I'll pick him up.
Well, he's right here in the haircut cam, right there. Put him facing that camera, babe. Come here, buddy. Now look at Max. Got his haircut. There he is. He got his haircut the other day. Wave. He's right there. There you go. There you go. He looks good. Okay, so I'm going to give you haircut cam, Georgette. Good too. Let's see here. There you go. Yeah, your sister says me. By the way, Ryan.
Coach me while I'm doing it.
Ryan, very funny. Tech's been playing man football for several seasons now. Yes, they have been, and they've been lacking on defense, especially. But yes, very funny. Very funny. We're going to have haircut cam here in just a moment. So live, we're going to do a little barbering. I'm going to actually adjust the, speaking of Red Raiders. Yeah, very good. Very good, Ryan. Yes. Very good. Okay. So she's going to try here. Should I take the specs off?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I'm going to put this.
Oh, yeah, put that around me. Is this like my bib of sorts or whatever? Okay. So we're going to go live on the air, getting my hair cut. See, again, the barber's closed, so the wife will have to fill in. Now, again, the dog had his initial start, but it didn't turn out so well, so she got to send him to the groomer. So if this doesn't go well, I'll be going to the groomer as well. Now, how the groomer takes care of me, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, so let's see here. Here we go.
I really don't know how this is going to go, and I don't even know how long this is going to last, and I don't even know how short this is going to be.
Well, here we go. Here we go. Live. haircut cam. There we go. That's what we do to pass the time away. We get our hairs cut. We get a haircut cam going. So so far so good. I don't feel any craziness just yet. It's the top that I'm worried about. So
That's the stuff that I'm worried about too.
yes, yeah, me too. So we're getting our hair cut live for the globe around the globe. And if you're watching this later on repeat, hey, it's riveting stuff. Somebody's gonna get their hair cut, right? The cool part about the salon is, and I better not move too much, is that you can have your own adult beverage.
I don't even know if I'm doing it right.
I have no idea. Hair's falling off, dear. I mean, she doesn't know she's doing it right or not. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
Looks good. Looks good.
I'm not doing it too short because you.
No, but you're doing a good job. Looks like I just saw some hair go flying off though. Is that a chunk? No mohawk. No mohawk, Dean. That's very funny, brother, but no mohawk. No
I
mohawk.
can't guarantee that this won't look terrible.
And Kevin said, "Let's get heck with a haircut. Let's get it colored. What color am I going to get it? Pink? Do I need to get those frosty tips? You know, kind of like Joe. What's his name? Joe Exotic. That's what I should do. Is do the.
Davis had fun hair.
You know, Mason Davis, who plays for the Milwaukee Milkmen now, is a much better looking fellow than I am. So he. How are we doing back there? I saw a chunk go flying away there. Is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
Okay. All right. Well,
I think I need to go shorter though.
this is riveting stuff.
I think I need to go shorter.
Heck with the haircut. Let's get. Yeah, you want it in red and blue? Oh, I got this like random thing like sticking out there, man. What is that?
What random thing?
I don't know. Well, I hope this goes well because
You and me both. If not, it needs to go with a good divorce attorney.
oh my god. Well, oh my goodness. What's gonna be funny is when you go back to the like real hair place, and her name is Danny. She's great, right? And she Danny will look at me and probably go,
What did you do?
"What did you do?" And I'll say, "Well, it was the lovely." Well, actually, what she'll say is, "How your wife and girls do?" And I'll say, "Well, she's unemployed as a hair person now," is what I'll probably say because she cut my hair last. Very good. I think you're doing well. So yeah, where's the Floby when you need it? He says. Where's the Floby? Remember the Floby? Did you guys ever? Surely somebody had a Floby.
What's a float?
Remember that little? It was that little. Uh, it was a little contraption attached to your clippers. There was a little clipper deal, and uh, it was like ahead of its time, I guess, right? Little Floby was a little hair clipping thing. It was this. It looked so easy too. They had the little kid. The little kid was sitting there. The mom was cutting the hair. And the hair looked great. It's like every other made-for-TV device, every Ronco device. You guys in the '80s know what I'm talking about. Only on TV offer always looked so good. Like it was so easy. Then you'd get it. It was like some cheap crap of plastic, and it wouldn't work with a damn. That's kind of how I have vision of the Floby being like that.
Your hair grows at
Hold on. Let me pull this off here. Hold on. Being told that there we go. And I'm a brave soul. Yes, I am a brave soul. Your sister said that. Well, there's a couple things my wife's not good at, but I don't. This may be on the list, on the good list or bad list. We're about to find out. We're about to find out. Now I do know this. So she has done this several times for me. She's actually shaved my neck, but not with a straight razor. But she's helped shave the neck before to maintain the haircut line. But yes, Yeah, it was an attached vacuum cut thing that Flowbee was, and it looked so easy, and it somehow pulled the hair and cut it. But like every other made-for-TV thing, it pretty much had its shelf life pretty short. Although I have subscribed to a blog recently about products that are actually legitimate, and one of them is this little thing I actually ordered for my wife today.
Oh no.
Yeah, just a little, nothing major. It's a little clip thing that holds your charger cords. And then the last thing I bought for our phones is something for to keep them mounted in your car at work too. So that's all good.
It's working.
It seems to be working. Seems to be.
It's not terrible.
No, it's not terrible. The dog's looking at us like he's great, like I'm crazy.
He's like, I hate that sound.
Yes, he thinks he's getting his hair cut. I wish you guys could see this to the right, to my on haircut cam, which is the camera on the right, or if you're looking at the screen, the right camera, the one that's being shot from up high. He was right at my feet about when we started this, but now he's about 15 feet away at a safe distance. He's keeping his distance because he realizes that that's the sound he does not want to hear or not be close to, because he just went through that, lady. It's coming over now. He's gonna stop again. He ain't getting too close. He's like, no, not gonna do it. Kevin said he asked his wife if she's gonna dust off the oven and make dinner. She hit him.
I like his wife.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. My Facebook Live virtual happy hour complete with a haircut live on the air. See, you too can idle the time away by having your wife cut your hair. Now, she did order these, a week or so ago, the little clippers and the little guards and all that. And so far, so good.
It's the top I'm worried about.
Yeah, that's the one that's going to be tricky because that could very well be disastrous.
Well, it grows back.
Well, we hope. That's the thing. Again, like I told the audience earlier, when you get a certain age, you're kind of worried that it will grow back. I hope it does. So here we go. All right. So I'm just kind of moving here. Let's see what we got here. Okay. What are you doing now?
I'm getting some of the
the spare hair off the neck.
Cleaning it up around your ears.
Okay. Of course, anybody really exciting wants to jump on, you can. Let me pull that up for you.
Do you like it squared at the bottom?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. That's what they usually do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Virtual Green Room is open if you want to join me and while I'm getting my hair cut and catch me up on what you're doing. Yeah, my wife's taking appointments, although in the world of social distancing, she has to have like a long ass selfie stick to attach to it, so she can you can do that. Doing good. Yeah, my brother says, tell me about it growing back. See, that's the thing. You become a certain age, and yeah, the haircut's fine and dandy, but you also want to come back like around next time too. Now, although my genes are pretty good. Now, Sam and I, our grandfather who lived in Seminole, he would go get his hair cut every 2 weeks whether they needed it or not. So he'd go to town. He'd go to Seminole it was 13 miles to town every 2 weeks. I think it was more of a social trip for him, but he'd go to town and go to the barber shop every 2 weeks because his haircut whether he needed it or not. So maybe that's
so this is the longest clip. This is for the top.
Okay, so we're on the top now.
I'm guessing.
Okay. You're guessing? You don't sound too convinced.
I'm not convinced.
I mean, if you're not convinced, this is not good for business. Okay. Should I be like?
Right across.
Oh, what? Okay. Boy, this is a little nerve-wracking. If I could just see it now, have a big old plug pulled out of my side of my head.
You're gonna have a big old plug pulled out of the side of your head. You got product in your hair. It makes it difficult.
Well, you could have obviously A veteran would have chopped it
I'm
down.
no veteran.
Okay.
And I'm trying to sort of fade it so you can still stack it the way you do.
Now my brother did chime in. He says it's funny how and what is it as you get older? The neck and that nose hair seem to grow where everything else kind of. Ooh, that wasn't good. Ooh, that wasn't good either. Are you sure that's not ripping my scalp out?
Not ripping your scalp out.
Oh, that wasn't good.
Why?
I can just feel it pulling, like,
Because you got product in it.
goodness. I'm gonna have like this like crazy, like a murderer's row haircut. This is what I envision prison being like. Except for Gay Marie, it's some guy named Gary or George or some guy named Gonzo's cutting my hair in the prison yard. That's what's happening right. Ow!
Sorry.
Yeah, this is what I envision life behind bars would be. Oh,
You've got product. So
well,
it's going to be hard.
I know, but I just don't want you to like rips out, chop chunks of my hair.
I don't want to rip out chunks of your hair either.
I was going to pull the screen back up again and see what everybody had to say, but
Okay, pull it up.
I'm frozen here. Donna says, how about a number one? That's where it's basic. They sat you in a chair. The Clippers the lowest setting, and yep, yeah. Actually, I did that, Donna, many moons ago, right after my senior year in high school. And my brother kind of probably remember this. And my dad never thought it was very funny, although my dad he used to threaten, you don't get your ass together, I'm going to give you a flat top anyway. Because, of course, he was a 50s guy, but I actually went to there at the whatever the super whatever. I just said, just give it all. And they go, number one. I said, yeah, give it all, just take it all. They cut my hair down. And I literally looked like a tennis ball, cue ball. And I came home, and my brother, I think you remember this, Sam. I came home, my dad walked out, looked at me, just shook his head, said, you look like a complete ass. I'm like, yeah, I did look a bit. I mean, I looked like a very scary person, but a little sunshine on it. And as it grew out, by the time I went to college, that first year, actually my student ID at Tech looked pretty cool because it was just long enough and wasn't still so bald looking that I looked pretty good. Looked like a solid citizen.
That's what I'm hoping this will do.
Yeah, so hoping this will do. We'll find out. We're rolling right along here. Kevin. Wig sales used to show up the family gatherings of his dad's side. So Kevin's saying his family is a little follically challenged. So very good. Very good. Very good. Again, the green room is open. Uncle Bobby, you want to jump on? You're always welcome to.
Yeah, Uncle Bobby.
What, is that like a hole in my side of my head? What is that?
Where?
Right there.
There's no hole in the side of your head.
Right there. What is that?
What? Where?
Right here.
There's no hole. There's plenty of hair. Just hang on.
Boy, that didn't look good for business.
It does do.
Look like the weed eater went by and made a mistake. Jeez. I really didn't need this, by the way, but
You didn't need what?
this haircut.
Yes, you did.
This is really making me nervous. Now we got hair everywhere, but oh well. That's what you're here for. You got to sweep up your little work area, right? Like all good barbers do. Yeah. We're live on Haircut Cam. Riveting TV, folks. Riveting TV. Riveting. It's not really TV. Riveting Facebook Live here. Getting two angles, though. That's pretty cool. There we go. So is it looking shorter up there, babe? I'm seeing it fly out of the, like, blow around, but.
Well, feel it and tell me what you think.
Well, I mean, I mean, it's definitely something's done.
Yeah.
The back for sure, I can tell, but.
It's not horrible.
Yeah. I'll be the judge of that.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Be the judge of that. My problem is that you can't serve me beverages when you're cutting my hair.
You need another one?
Look, it's all over my jacket. This is craziness.
Well, yeah, because it'll wash.
Why don't you have like a little schmuck or something like
I
that?
tried, but it went down. Move.
Boy. Something tells me it's going to wind up like as a Saturday Night Live clip. Fat guy gets haircut in Texas. That's my wife. That's how bored people are, right? Yeah, no, Matt Fain, shaving chest not next. Although we did watch the 3-year-old virgin the other day, and that scene of him getting his wax was a little painful to watch. No, I don't be doing that. What are you doing?
Making it even?
I mean, are you like looking like my head's kind of tilted? I look like Frankenstein now.
You don't look like Frankenstein.
Honey, you made me look like my hair looks like square now. What happened? Look at that. My head's square and I look like monsters or something.
No, it doesn't. It rose sideways.
Well, it kind of does its own thing, but you're not helping it by cutting it the wrong way.
I'm not cutting it the wrong way.
Okay. She says, virtual happy hour with haircut cam, riveting Facebook Live. Melanie and good to see you guys out there.
Shoot.
What happened? Is it out of batteries?
No.
What happened?
I just ripped the head off.
What was that bad?
Well,
Oh no, that's not good for business.
No. I can get
Oh
it.
no, her equipment's broken.
No, it's not.
Look at the back of my head. Looks like a bad piece of AstroTurf.
It does
What is
not.
that?
It does not.
No, I'm like bald now. What happened to me?
Where? You're
In
not
the back.
You're not bald.
What happened? It's like bad AstroTurf.
It's not bad.
Looks like the old Astrodome, like 1982. Terrible.
No, that's not true. Where's the A?
Yeah, kids don't try this at home. Exactly. That's exactly the case. Kids, do not try this at home. You will live to regret it.
That's not true.
No, I'm having second thoughts now.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's here we go. I guess we're giving up on this whole covering me up.
You didn't stick with it.
Well, I was trying to, but your equipment's shoddy.
Okay, do you want it any shorter on the top?
I mean, what do you think? I'm not even so sure it's even there's much left now. You got those spots where it's
No, it's just the way that your product is laying with the rest of your hair.
my product. What am I? Am I some kind of?
Yes. Princess?
It's not funny. I resemble that remark.
You are.
Let's see. Donna says,
London
like my mom used to say when she was cutting her hair, "Don't worry, it will grow back. Quit your bitching." Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Thank you,
exactly
Donna.
what he needs to do.
Well, at least she didn't bring the chili bowl out. I was worried about she bring the bowl out, but she did not. How we doing? Are you getting close to wrapping it up? Because I'm thirsty.
Okay, give me a minute. One more time on your neck, because you're the most picky about your neck.
Well, that's something you can do later, too.
No, I don't want to leave you looking wonky for your...
So, and actually for me, 25 days plus, it's probably been 50 days. Maybe even longer than that. It was, when was it? March or into February I got my haircut last? It was...
No, hold on. Let me get that thing here.
All right, there we go. So we're almost done here. Let's if you get to Minnesota, my haircut lady can do it. Yes, I may just drive straight through. Just drive up 35 and drive straight through. Haircut cam live here on Virtual Happy Hour. Glad you're along. Again, this is riveting stuff, but it is hey, it's what we do when we're trying to pass the time. Oop, easy, pass the time here. The monk haircut would be interesting. Yes, that's Bill. Very good, Bill. Yeah, I'd be. Can you imagine that? The monk haircut. That'd be great.
You are covered in hair.
I know. Well, the good thing is, one thing I have noticed though, this is this is a fact. I don't dye my hair color. I don't color my. And there are a lot of I've seen a lot of politicians on TV lately. Of course, we all have. So they're all talking noise. A lot of these guys are in their my age and older, and they're dyeing their hair.
That's not horrible, Danny.
No, I think you pretty much did okay. I mean, it's not bad.
Serviceable.
I mean, if like I said, in a prison yard, this would be an A plus. I mean,
pandemic,
it'll do. I just paid 2 packs and a couple of magazines that I just gave away to get my hair cut by Gonzo. But yes, in a pandemic on day 25, it would be good. Let me look at the screen here. And Bill, although Bill, if this thing goes much longer, I would have had a ponytail. So that's why you do have a ponytail. Joy Mall, you just missed your mother cut my hair. She's sweeping. And in true fashion, she's sweeping up as we see haircut cam. I'm going to bring haircut cam down. Bring you guys back to me. And let her do her thing. I survived. And so far, it looks to me, yeah.
We're going to stay married, folks.
We may stay married. We were I was actually doing a Google search on lawyers, but I think we're okay. You can see me typing a while ago. It wasn't haircut cam. It was lawyers. Yeah, very good.
That's funny.
Yes, very good. All right, we're now to beer number 2 here, but yes,
Do I need to take your old one?
Yes.
Oh, you still have it.
Well, I'm trying to get the hair from falling in there. But I survived. How about that, folks? Survived here is hey, you got to do what you got to do in these tough times, and that means you let your wife shorn your locks. You do that, and that's what we did. So good to see the kiddo out in Lubbock. All righty. All right. What else? Anybody else going to be up for a haircut, and they can do it virtually? By the way, I expect on Friday someone to join me on the air because we will run out of time here. But on Friday, somebody needs to go in the virtual green room there and pop in and let me see what's going on. We'll also on Friday, I'm sure we will bring up the dog walking cam again, which always fun times. Watch the dog visit the neighbor's yard, always fun. But and who knows what we'll come up with between now and then. I mean, there's of course TikTok videos and all that good stuff, but all good. We'll see. But Kevin's had legal luck with attorney firm of Dewey. Okay, so I should make that call, Kevin. Very funny, very funny. Yeah, well, this is by no means. We've all been in some unfortunate situations. Some of us have been divorced, and it happens. But I'll tell you, is there a bigger racket than that lawyer that I mean, because for every real tough crunch divorce case you see on TV, the rest of them are pretty easy. They make a lot of money just on everybody else's mistakes. That's a heck of a gig right there if you can get it. Because by the hour they charge like crazy fees. And just stay married, folks. Just stay married. All right. Let's see here. What does the wife say? Yes. I must have missed that. Anyway, all right, all good. All right, guys, what are your plans for dinner tonight? I don't know what you guys are doing for dinner. We're gonna do brats in a minute. Not really venturing out of our. It's on our rotation. Brats are in our rotation, but we don't. We used to eat them a lot more, but because we're watching our numbers, P's and Q's, we don't make them as much. But good to see Roy out there too, brother. Good to see you out there. But what are you guys doing for dinner? Pretzels for me right now. Coming up on Friday, we will get the topic wheel back out again. I call it the topic wheel, the topic jar. Get it out. And get caught up on what's going on this weekend. We're going to update on the you guys' weekend. Leftover homemade chili. How about that, huh? Cheryl, good to see you. You just missed yourself, Cheryl. I had you on a while ago. I showed the TikTok from earlier today. Yeah. Uh-oh. Kevin says the missus is shaking the cobwebs off the oven. Look out. I'm going to fire the grill up. I'll be at I wish we weren't social distancing, but I'll be at the Greer's. They are having shrimp and garlic mashed potatoes. Yum. We got some shrimp here. I'm gonna do that as well. Let's see here. Cheryl says that Robin grilled some filet mignon that our daughter gave us from the because they okay, what they bought. I got you. So you guys haven't filet. We didn't get steak today. We have chicken brats, shrimp, more chicken. Oh, I'm gonna do chicken wings later on this week, and I'm gonna put those up online. My recipe for grilled chicken wings a la Jacksonville. Do those on this week, and we'll have it up next week for you guys. Roy is not planning on eating. He's already had his one meal of the day. Also, the wife says brats, baby. Cheryl says TikTok was fun. It was. And Roy, are you on what I'm doing? Are you watching the Waistline as well? It's not one meal a day for me, but it's usually one big meal that I eat. I'm doing the Weight Watchers thing, although I am tracking these beers, and I do my 0 points foods, my raspberries, my berries, things of that nature, a light lunch here and there, and then usually a larger dinner. But we're watching it pretty closely enough that what are you talking about, honey? I don't know what you're saying, GM, but anyway, I'm in that same boat though, but trying to watch that Waistline, but all good. Let's see what else we got here. What were you saying about chili? What was it?
She said chili, like she spelled chili. Joy Mall, our brainiac child, spelled chili like the country, not like the soup.
Joy Mall, you're in trouble. You're an English major, you should know, but you're an English graduate. You're a graduate student now. You should know better. I saw that, but I just figured maybe that's the way they spell it in Lubbock. I didn't know. Ryan, they spelled that way in Lubbock? I have no idea. I have no idea if they do or not. You guys want to see that TikTok again? I'll give you the TikTok again. As Cheryl just jumped on, I want you guys to see Cheryl. I believe this is the one right here. Let's just double check and see. Is this the one right here? I think it is. No, that's the players one. Hold on. That's the players one. Let's try this one. Here we go. This is the, here we go. We'll show you guys the TikTok video as Cheryl is actually on the line right now. Here we go.
Who are you talking to?
There we go. Let's try it again here. Let's try it. This happened early. It froze. All right. Well, it's not working for me for some reason. It's working, but it's not. The screen's not working. But Cheryl, you were on there. I was going to show it again, but let's just see if the players one works. Why they're working? Not working. Anyway, they worked earlier. All good. Let's try. Let's see if it'll queue up again. The beautiful part about live TV, you can kind of just see if it'll work. And will it work? Here we go. Yeah, it's working now. There we go. Baseman who's doing this there, and we have to throw this out there. My wife said this. Now she came out here. I shoot her away because I was trying to show the video, and she was asking who I was talking to, but I was just talking to you guys. But she's thankful that the former divorce attorney did. Yes. I will say this: that divorce cost me $0. So that divorce attorney didn't get anything out of me because I didn't have one. Thankfully. the other half had to pay. And oh well, all good. I got the better of the deal all the way around, right? All good with the lovely wife, who actually did a great job cutting my hair. Okay, let's see here. We are wrapping things up. We basically do it with basically a 2-drink minimum here. But you guys let me know what you guys are doing. You got grilled fillets, trip, and everything else. TikTok was fun. Good stuff. For us, anyway, Wednesday is always busy around here. Wife and I both stay pretty busy, but Thursday will be a little quiet. What's going on tomorrow? I'm trying to think tomorrow. A couple little odds and ends here and there, but basically we're all just going to count down to day number 26. We'll come your way on Friday for day number 27. And I'm sure by then I'll be 2 more episodes and 3 more episodes down the road into Breaking Bad, and who knows? But I want to hear from you guys on Friday. Again, it's just a chance to kind of catch a little bit of a chat, just kind of catch up, see what we're doing, see what you guys are doing, and just say hello and take up a little of your time for it to be 5 seconds or 5 minutes or 5 hours, whatever it is you're doing, just to kind of keep up with you guys. Glad you guys are doing well. Don't know what the weather is supposed to do around here. I think it's supposed to be pretty decent, although maybe I think it's raining on Friday. Maybe I think it is. I'm not sure. Yes, I heard some interesting NCAA. Yeah, we will have to do that. I'll do that talking on Friday. Uncle Bobby had to join me and chat about that. I do expect. I get the feeling, I'll just say this from the sports standpoint. I get the feeling. I said this today on the T-Bone the Steakhouse show. The Colonial, for example, the tournament over in Fort Worth is going to be played in June. The golf tournament without fans. I get the feeling you're going to start seeing some of those announcements coming along, whether it be PGA Tour, whatever. And I think you'll start seeing some of these things sorted out, baseball and whatnot, slowly but surely. But you're starting to see a few things, but we still got a ways to go, I think. But no doubt. Yeah, and it's funny. Roy says it's crazy how much history in the making we're living through this century. You're right, Roy. Think about it. We were 2001, right at this century, 9/11. We've had the crazy election a few years ago. We've got this. We've had the up and down of the economic crisis, the boom and bust of that 2000s. And I heard, and I don't know who this was. I'll credit this to somebody, but I can't remember who said this today. But in the background, I got the TV going, and someone did say that we are living, and this is a historic time. This is one of those things that down the road, this is not one of those, oh, do you remember when, whatever. This is one of those things that's going to be something people live through and can say, yeah, that was, World War II. Well, and I was saying, not comparing it to a war. It is for the folks on the front lines. What I'm saying is it is a monumental situation we're going through. And in history books down the road, this will be one of those things that they'll study in classes years from now. There's all kinds of things that happen a given year that, this happens. But this is one of those things that will be on the history books and on the documentaries for years to come. It'll be one of those things you look up in 4 or 5 years, still talking about how we got through this and the whole story behind it. It's history in the making. And, I kind of now realize what my folks went through when they went through the Kennedy assassination. Again, totally different situation, but I've heard those stories. I wasn't there, but I heard those stories of that Kennedy assassination. I heard the Apollo landing situation. I remember as a little one, but I don't know much about it. I didn't really live through them. For me, the live through for me would have been the shuttle explosion, probably. I guess the wall coming down. I remember that. But then, of course, 9/11 and this. These are things that I can say I lived through. But there's always those things you always told you ask your grandparents or older folks. You say, well, tell me about those days. Tell me about the 30s and 40s. Well, we're going to be telling folks, our grandkids down the road and their kids, tell us about those days. And these are really interesting, strange, and crazy times. Kansas today, and I didn't see this, but I probably would have seen it when I first off snow in Indiana today. Stay at home in Kansas till May 3rd. I do know the governor in Texas, where I'm coming to you from, I did announce some odds and ends, but nothing on a timetable, more to get the economy going. I think what they're looking at least in this state, is to probably let certain places in certain businesses slowly do a slow reset. But I still think they're quite a ways away from that. But Kansas did extend theirs till May 3rd, and I guess it was that just to the was it till was it next week? They had, I don't know when it was supposed to expire exactly, uh, but yeah, they've done it till May 3rd. That's crazy. I mean, it's again, I don't think that and we're not out of the woods yet, and we got a ways to go. I was talking to my men's group this morning. We were all talking about it, and just the craziness of it all. And one thing too, my sister, I'll put her picture up, who is up in Denver right now, and she's on the front lines up there. And she even said this, and I put her picture up because she's awesome. Yeah, Kevin, you're right too. I'll get to that in a moment. But she's up there on the front lines, and she even said to us on our family Zoom on Monday about how, and I'm paraphrasing what she said, but as a healthcare worker, she's going to these patients and being there, but these patients don't have families there usually. Most of the time you go to the hospital, you got family around, right? You got visitors and bring you flowers, and you've got folks sitting there with you. That usually is the case, but right now these people are by themselves. They're alone. And she said oftentimes they just sit there, hold their hand, and just talk to them to give them some kind of. She's become also more of a not just a nurse, but also a comforter too, because they don't have anybody there. It's how crazy this thing is that you can't even go. I mentioned this today on my group all this morning. My sister-in-law is a doctor here in Dallas, and there's a real dear friend of theirs. I think I told you guys this on Monday. A dear friend of theirs whose son is in the hospital and not doing well, and the family can't go. But she's a doctor; she can, and she's able to kind of go and relay the love from the family to the young man. And it's sad. That's a real hard thing. I couldn't imagine being in that. As far as history goes, Kevin, I forget. And that's the thing. I mentioned this to my wife. You guys know about this, right? You guys know the hostage situation, but Nightline began the Nightline show on ABC, the ABC News segment that comes in around, I guess it comes 10:35 here in the Central Time Zone, 10:35 to around 11 something. Well, that began during the hostage crisis back in '79. That's when that whole news program began, because they used to update you at 5:30 on the national news, and then because the time difference of being around the world, it updates you again at 10:30 Central Time, and that was always something. I remember watching that. Really, we were young little kids at the time. I remember sometimes staying up, especially on Friday, able to see. And I didn't understand what was going on. All I want to know is they were coming home or not. But I do remember that very well. So very good. GM, where'd you go? By the way, I don't know where my wife went, but she's watching, but I don't know where she went. Should I put this up to see where she went? No, I don't have the chat up, but there we go. Where she went. Anyway, she checked out, but yeah, we're living in historic times. It's really, I mean, I can't even say any more like that. I mean, I don't know what else to say, but it's historic. I just remember, I remember as a young man asking mom and dad, going how things in the Kennedy situation. How was that? I've heard those stories because that was a time that a totally different time, and I'm afraid that we'll be telling our grandkids the very same thing, and they'll be asking me about this time, and it's definitely different. It's a weird deal. I was in Australia when it first hit, so I got a little bonus of it over there. I mean, I got it back in January when it started over there, in that side of the world, in Oceania and that side of the world. It was a pretty big deal. As a matter of fact, oftentimes when I come back from Perth, I fly through Hong Kong. And back in early February, I thought, you know what? I don't want to take that chance because I don't want to get stuck where I can't come home. There were talk at the time of closing the flights from Asia. Obviously, mainland China was first, and then Australia closed down the air traffic to China Super Bowl weekend. And I was worried so I didn't go through Hong Kong. I went ahead and went the New Zealand route, which was the best way. Speaking of Australia, there he is right there. Paul Morgan, folks. I wish the link was up. Let me put the link up again. It'd be awesome to have Paul join us on the old chat here. Let me see if I can get it to go. No. He is. Good morning, Australia. Good morning to Paul and Tiana and the kids over in Australia. Also, my dear friend. I was just talking about him today, and of course, Paul and I were over there when it first hit. Again, and Australia was very active, and of course, they're having a very busy time with it as well. He and his wife have got a second grader for us in the States, year 2. And a pre-kindy guy. I guess he's just about a year shy of kindergarten. And they're having a lot of family time over there. The one good thing about Australia is they're letting you go to the beach as long as you keep your distance. So Paul is able to do that and see a lot of that over there. But yeah, I got the front end of it over there. But all good. I don't know why the link went down, but the link went down. I had the link. I would have sent it to Paul and I didn't jump on. Paul, you got to jump on next time you see this because I want to hear what you guys are doing over there. Virtual happy hour to Wednesday here. A beautiful evening. We're going to go out and cook some brats in a few minutes. You've missed today. You missed my hair getting cut live on the air. The wife survived, and I survived. She survived. We both survived. And we've had a couple of adult beverages. Had a little chat with everybody. Glad you guys joined us. Everybody, be safe. Love somebody, hug somebody, tell them you love them, call your family. I'll encourage you to do this. This is actually kind of fun. We started this a couple of weeks ago with Paul in Lubbock. We Zoomed with her and her grandparents and my wife and I and Caroline. We all Zoomed together. It was fun. We did it with my family on Monday night. My mom in Indiana, my brother in Indiana, his wife, my brother in Dallas, and we were here, and then my sister and her kids and her husband in Denver. It was fun. I mean, we were eating dinner, having a cocktail, and it's great. It was a lot of fun. So I urge you guys to set up some kind of family Zoom. It's a lot of fun, and or maybe just a couple mates. Just do a couple mates. That'd be good too. All righty. Let's see. I got anything else to close out with here? There he is. Good morning, good sir. Good morning to you, mate. The Fiasco Flask is surely open, right? All good, all good, all good. Okay, until Friday, which we'll do this again on Friday, 5 o'clock Central Time. We'll do a little more. Who knows? We'll unveil on Friday between now and then. But you guys, I'm counting on you on Friday to join me. Bring plenty of stuff to talk about. I'll bring the topic jar out as well, and we'll dig into that. Have some fun. Just chat a bit. Have a beverage or two. Have a great evening, everybody. Yes, thank you very much, Cheryl. We'll see you next time. Good to see you guys. Thanks a lot for being a part of this thing. I know it's something strange, it's odd, but somebody just sits there and talks for an hour, but it's what I do. It's what I do, and I'm glad you guys took your time of your busy day to join us here on Virtual Happy Hour. All right, much love to all of you. Please be safe, and I will put the happy hour sign up. And I will say goodbye to day number 25, put the close sign up, and we will say goodbye for now. See you Friday, everybody. Have a good rest of the day.